Hey, this is C&D Channel. I'm Chris. This is MMA for you. I'm going to be doing my prediction for Bellator 95, which happens on April 4th. As far as the card goes, I'm really looking forward to this one, man. Curran versus Shahbulat Shamhalaev. Brett Cooper versus Doug Marshall should be fun. Khasbulaev versus Mike Richman is a fight I'm really looking forward to. Richman Parisyan. Interesting just for the names and the stylistic matchup. Considering Karo's mental and anxiety issues, I don't know if it's going to turn out very well for him. As far as the prelims, though, you got Jimmy Rivera, Lyman Good, Tonda Blass, Samuel Pisa from Philadelphia Fight Factory. So it's Dora Horcher, Felipe Nover, the next Anderson Silva, the next GSP. Just kidding. I like the guy, Filipino guy. I like the guy, but yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, the main event, we have Bellator featherweight champion Pat Curran versus Shahbulat Shamhalaev. This fight is really, just from a stylistic standpoint, it's an interesting fight as well. Both these guys, heavy hitters. Both are strong counter strikers. You can look at Shamhalaev's fight against Mike Richman. He was countering Richman's jab, hit him with the overhead, knocked him out. Knocked out Rad Martinez, knocked out Cody Bollinger, or TKO'd Cody Bollinger. But Pat Curran, trains at Team Curran, 5-fight win streak. Had a really good fight against Patricio Pitbull Ferre that I saw live. Really good fight. Strong counter striking, and his defense is really good. He definitely is the type of guy, and it kind of works against him because he's not the type to be super offensive or to really initiate. He's generally a guy who has strong, he uses his defense and predicates it with offense. He's big for the weight classes. Wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are good too. This guy hit a Peruvian necktie on a Peruvian. Geez, name escapes me who he did that to. But, solid wrestling as well. Shamhalaev's only lost one time. 12-1 record with one draw. 5 wins by Karo. He's 29 years old and on a 6-fight win streak. Trains at Team Bomb Squad. One punch KO power. He also showed good ground and pound in his fight against Cody Bollinger. And of course his counter punching is really good too. Stylistically, this is a fun fight to watch. I'm really glad that this fight is happening. Actually, Curran Strauss wouldn't have been too bad, but Shamhalaev versus Curran, such an interesting stylistic matchup. I'm gonna go with Pat Curran to win this one. His defense. This guy doesn't really get hit clean a lot of times, he's a good wrestler as well, and he can counter-strike with the best of them. So I gotta go with Pat Curran to win this one. But man, Shamhalaev, man, one punch can change the whole fight with this guy. Next fight after that, we had the middleweight-tournament final as Brett Cooper fights Doug Marshall. Yeah, personally, I don't think that Doug Marshall should have got the nod over Sultan Alev. Granted, Marshall was doing more damage than Sultan was doing. That's the thing. So it's understandable. I don't agree with it. I understand it though. With Marshall, one punch KO power. Good striker, improving grappling too. Actually, he's 36 years old. He's been in the game for a while. 17-6 record. But Brett Fudoshin Cooper, 19-7 record. 12 wins by KO or TKO. 2 wins by subs. He's on a 6-fight win streak. He trains at King's MMA. It's good wrestling, good cardio. Really aggressive guy. Always pushing forward. Striking's good, but it can be a bit wild. Cooper's also shown a really good chin as well. I gotta go with Brett Cooper to win this one. I think if the stand-up doesn't work well, I can see him taking the fight to the ground. He might get dropped knowing Marshall because he hits really hard. Or Cooper might, hit him too. But, I think Cooper just has a little more tools to win this fight. Next fight after that, I'm going back and forth with this one. It's a featherweight tournament final as Magomedrasul Khasbulaev, I'll just call him Frodo. Frodo Khasbulaev fights Mike the Marine Richman. The thing with Richman, man, this guy has one-punch KO power. His overall kickboxing is good. He has good head kicks and good jabs. His Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is not bad as well. 15-2 record with 7 of those wins by sub. Managed not get choked out by Alexander Bazeha, and rallied back to get the split decision. But Frodo, man, this guy, 20-5 record, 6 wins by KO or TKO, 12 wins by sub, on an 8-fight win streak. He's 26 years old. Very aggressive fighter, pushes forward, has a sambo background. Just good overall striking, good grappling. This fight can go either way, but I'm gonna go with the Russian here. I gotta go with Frodo Khasbulaev to win this one. Next fight after that, Karo Parisyan fights Rick Hawn. Parisyan, when he's on it, man, high level judo. His striking's a bit wild, but he's a good really good grappling. Really good with arm locks and whatnot. And when he's on, man, he's on. When he's off, man, he looks like crap, man, like he did against Dennis Hallman. He has some mental and anxiety issues that have been reported. Don't know he's completely over that. But with Rick Hawn, 14-2 record, 9 wins by KO TKO, 5 wins by decision. 36 years old, trains at TriStar, Olympic judo medalist. Striking's good too. His boxing in particular, he throws really straight punches. Fundamentally sound. That's the thing with Rick Hawn. Really fundamentally sound boxing. I gotta go with Rick Hawn to win this one. Okay, on the prelims, we have Dante Rivera versus Lyman Good. With Rivera, he trains at Renzo Gracie, 2-fight win streak. He's 38 years old, 15-6 record. Lyman Good, 14-3 record, former Bellator welterweight champion. 7 wins by KO or TKO, 1 win by sub. He's 27 years old. Good overall kickboxing. He's strong in the clinch. His dirty boxing, especially in the clinch, is really good. His takedown defense has always been solid. He's always pushing forward. And his cardio is good too. He's got a good chin on him as well. I gotta go with Lyman Good to win this one. Next fight after that, we have Brian Kelleher versus Jimmy Rivera. Okay, with Kelleher, he has an 8-3 record with 5 wins by KO or TKO, 3 wins by sub. 2 of his losses are by sub. So this guy, win or lose, tends to be a finisher. Another theme of these prelims is that he trains at Team Bomb Squad. There's some other guys on the prelims, and of course, Shamhalaev, they all train at Team Bomb Squad. But Jimmy Rivera, 11-1 record. I remember, I believe he was on the show, and he was in the Ultimate Fighter to see, and I think he was the guy who fought Bermudez, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure, but he got upset. I think it was Bermudez that upset him, or was it? I'm trying to recall. But 11-1 record, 1 win by KO, 2 wins by sub. It's on a 10-fight win streak. Good wrestler, good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. I gotta go with Jimmy Rivera to win this one. Next fight is that Shedrick Goodridge fights Sam Oropeza. With Goodridge, 3-4 record with 1 win by TKO, 1 win by sub. He's 23 years old, trains at Team Bomb Squad. Sam Oropeza, trains with Eddie Alvarez and Philadelphia Fight Factory. All of his fights, win or lose, end in a finish. He has a 7-2 record with 1 win by KO, 6 wins by sub, but 2 losses also by submission. I'll go Sam Oropeza to win this one. Next fight is that Carlos Brooks fights Tom DeBlas. Well, Brooks has a 4-2 record with 3 wins by KO TKO and 1 win by decision. DeBlas, former UFC fighter, who has a 7-2 record, 2 wins by KO TKO, 2 wins by sub. He's 30 years old. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, but that was to Cyril Diabate and Ricky Fukuda. He trains at Ricardo Almeida, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, good grappling. I'll go Tom DeBlas to win this one. Okay, next fight after that, we have Liam McGrary versus Anton Talamantes. The Anton 5-3 record, 2 wins by KO TKO, 2 wins by sub. With McGrary, he has a 3-0 undefeated record with 1 win by KO, 2 wins by sub, and he trains at Pellegrino MMA. I'll go with Liam McGrary to win this one. Okay, next fight after that, Kevin Roddy fights Brylan Van Artstalen. Roddy has a 12-14 record with 1 draw and 1 no contest, 10 wins by submission. He also has 4 losses by sub, but he's on a 2-fight win streak and trains at Pellegrino MMA. Good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with him. But the same could be said about Brylan Van Artstalen, as he has a 7-5 record. Interesting enough with his record, though, 7 of his wins are by sub, and all 5 of his losses are by sub. He's 28 years old. Tough to say. I generally don't pick the guy that's on has a losing record, so I'll go with Van Artstalen to win this one. Next fight after that, Daryl Horcher fights Felipe Nover. Nover, 7-5 record with 1 draw, 1 win by KO, 4 wins by sub. He's 29 years old. Solid Muay Thai, good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. With Horcher, though, 7-0 undefeated record, 4 wins by KO or TKO, 1 win by sub. He's 25 years old. Definitely has some KO power. As much as I'd love to, vote for my boy Felipe Nover, I gotta go with Daryl Horcher to win this one. And finally, Michael Brent Hess fights Will Martinez. With Hess, he has a 3-1 record with 2 wins by KO TKO, 1 win by sub. He's 27 years old. Definitely a finisher. Will Martinez, 5-2 record with 1 draw, 2 wins by KO TKO, 3 wins by sub. Also has 2 losses by sub. He's on a 4-fight win streak. And his last 4 wins were in the first round. All fights, win or lose from him, and in a finish. I'll go with Will Martinez to win this one. So that's pretty much it for my Bellator 95 predictions. If you guys have any comments, just leave them below. That's it for MMA for you. Thank you guys very much.